statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. Thanks for tuning in. The 2016 version of LTN. Hope you're off to a good start for the day, for the year, for the moment, whatever, that you're doing okay. And two guests today, Stevi Schmidt in the first hour and Maggie Johnle in the second hour, both of whom have interesting things to talk about. We're going to in the first hour, I'm going to discuss the role of protein in weight loss. Of course, the New Year's resolution of losing weight is always on the list, right? And as I've been saying lately, the show is not only about why you need to do things, but how you need to do them. How? Certainly you know why you need to lose weight. Most people know why. But how do you do that? We'll talk about one strategy, and I spent a good portion of the morning, early morning, looking at the literature, the studies on the role of protein in weight loss and maintenance, and comparing high-protein diets with low-carb diets, with low-fat diets, and all the different combinations. And there's a lot of information out there. It's a bit confusing. Maybe we can sort it out and then give you a recommendation on the use of protein to lose weight. So we'll get to that. 877-897-8255. And in the second hour, that's a toll-free number. Call anytime you want. And in the second hour, we're going to take a look at cleansing. That's always a popular topic at this time of year as well. So we'll see what Maggie Johnle has to say about that. Now, I have two stories I want to report and share with you that are trending this morning dealing with men, older men. The first story, both of them are provocative. The second one, more provocative because it has to do with sex. But the first one, because it has to do with suicide. In both cases, these stories are a little bit concerning. You'll see what I mean. So, coming out of Colorado State University, this first study is showing, claiming, revealing, whatever, that in our country, in the U.S., older men of European descent, you know, white men, so-called white men, have significantly higher suicide rates compared to any other demographic group. If you're watching the show, you'll see a photo or an image of Dr. Canetto. She's the researcher in the study, leading up the study. This caught my eye because one of the demographics for Let's Talk Nutrition is older white men. That's one of the demographics. That's not to say that younger white men don't listen to the show, but I'm telling you that there's a significant proportion of the audience that are older white men. They seem to be more prone to commit suicide. Now, why would that be? Well, we'll explore that in a second. Among Dr. Canetto's findings are that, as I said, older white men have higher suicide rates, yet fewer health burdens are associated with fewer burdens associated with aging. Notice what I just said. Older white men have higher suicide rates, but they have fewer burdens associated with the aging process. For example, they are less likely to experience widowhood, have better physical health, and fewer disabilities than older women. They have more economic resources than ethnic minority older men and than older women across ethnicities. Yet they're more inclined to want to commit suicide. Why do you think that is? Dr. Canetto contends that white older men may be less psychologically equipped to deal with normal challenges of aging. Likely, she says, because of their privilege up until late adulthood. And she argues that an important factor in white men's psychological brittleness, as she describes it, their psychological brittleness and vulnerability to suicide once they reach late life may be a dominant script of masculinity. Aging and maybe dominant scripts of masculinity, aging, and suicide. In other words, older white men don't want to experience or are not comfortable with the indignities of aging. And it is, in their mind, more masculine, she's contending, Dr. Canetto is, more masculine to commit suicide. I mean, you can't make this up. Something to think about, isn't it? I could tell you more about this study. You know, I only have so much time, but you get the point here. Now, and related in that another study looking at men over 60 years of age. This is a provocative study, deals with their sexual behavior. And they're engaged in some risky behaviors here. The headline on the story is that men over 60 who pay for sex, what about those men? They use less protection and they purchase more sex as they age. Again, you can't make this up. This was published in the journal called the American Journal of Men's Health. And it surveyed men between the ages of 60 and 84 who pay for sex and found that the older they were, the more frequently they paid for sex and the more likely they were to have experienced unprotected sexual intercourse multiple times with their, as the article says, quote, their favorite commercial sex providers, close quote. It's a business after all. Now, I don't know what's going on with that. Do they think what? That they're older and what? That somehow they can't get an STD, HIV, what? What are they thinking? Dr. Christine Milrod said that, quote, there is a nearly universal perception that older men do not pay for or even engage in sexually with regular frequency. Well, her study says otherwise. She goes on to say this view may contribute to a false sense of security for both clients and sex workers during their encounters and may lead to less protective strategies than with younger purchases of sex. I could tell you more about this study. I I don't know what's up with older men. More inclined to want to commit suicide and more inclined to want to pay for sex and engage in unprotected sex as they get older. And this sample was men between 60 and 84. So much for this myth that older men are not interested in sexual activity. If you have older men, there are older men listening and watching this show. If you're going to do that kind of behavior, at least, protect yourself. And if you're thinking of committing suicide, please go get some help. Talk to somebody. You are listening to Let's Talk Nutrition. We go after it around here. We don't shy away from these provocative stories. We'll be right back.
At Country Life Vitamins, we've been helping people live happy, healthy lives since 1971. And we believe integrity should always be our #1 ingredient. We are committed to this belief because you deserve high-quality nutrition, specifically crafted with the highest standards to support your health. Country Life's manufacturing facility is an NSF GMP-registered facility, as well as USDA-certified organic, so you can feel good about the products you're taking. Country Life Vitamins is also the first supplement company in the United States to have a complete line of products certified gluten-free. That's over 500 products. Country Life Vitamins' pledge of integrity is based on 5 standards: authenticity, cleanliness, freshness, consistency, and accuracy. Ask for Country Life's top-selling products, such as Coenzyme B Advanced for increased energy or Flex Able for joint health. Country Life Vitamins' commitment to ensure all of our products are pure, wholesome, gluten-free supplements full of natural goodness provides peace of mind with the knowledge you are using a brand you can trust.
At Nordic Naturals, we know that a commitment to deliver the world's safest, most effective omega oils requires an exceptional process. That's why we manage every step of production from boat to bottle. That includes sustainably sourcing wild-caught fish from well-managed fisheries. It means using state-of-the-art equipment and technology at our manufacturing plant in Arctic Norway. Nordic Naturals bottles and encapsulates our omega-3s at our own facility and carefully ships products from our eco-friendly headquarters in California. The result? Nordic Naturals products have received more than 40 awards for taste, innovation, and product excellence. You can trust the quality of Nordic Naturals products and know you're getting all the health benefits omega-3 fish oils offer. Nordic Naturals' high-quality, great-tasting omega-3s make staying healthy easier for you and your family. When choosing an omega-3 fish oil product, choose the #1 fish oil in the U.S. Choose Nordic Naturals. Available at natural product retailers or online at nordicnaturals.com.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Is your skin showing signs of aging? Do you want hair with more body and stronger nails? Add Neocell's Super Collagen Plus C to your daily routine to help you regain your youthful, vibrant appearance. Collagen is the body's key structural protein, and it is critical to the elasticity and strength of connective tissues like skin, ligaments, and tendons. Recent clinical studies suggest that supplementing with collagen may reduce wrinkles and increase the firmness of your skin, improve the thickness of your hair, and strengthen your nails. Previously, medical studies also show a wide range of benefits from collagen supplements that may help with your joint pain, bone strength, and exercise recovery. Neocell's Super Collagen Plus C provides 100% pure collagen that's hydrolyzed for maximum absorption. Results are felt and seen within weeks. Super Collagen Plus C promotes a healthy body by providing specialized nutritional support to help fight the effects of aging. Neocell's Super Collagen Plus C products are available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Neural Balance with Anandinol. Restore calm, reduce aggression, and increase well-being. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Canavest, from seed to shelf. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to the 2016 edition of Let's Talk Nutrition. Hope you're doing well today. And you have a good start to the year, to the day, and whatever you're engaged in, or with whom you are engaged. My guest in this first hour is Stevi Schmidt from BSN, educator for BSN. And to set up that conversation with my conversation with her, this time of year, of course, making New Year's resolutions is on the forefront of many people's minds, and losing weight is among the more popular resolutions and among the more frequently broken ones. Hard to do. And just when you think, it's sort of like the exercise equipment commercials. Just when you think they haven't come out with another piece of home equipment, exercise equipment, and just when you think they've covered all the bases on these diets, one will appear. And the crazy claims they make about these exercise equipment, pieces of equipment, is, I don't know how they get away with it. And some of these so-called weight loss diets. What my approach around here is to talk about nutritional principles and to use, instead of using tricks and gimmicks, to try to use nutritional principles and practices to help people lose weight. I'm not going to spend a lot of time telling you why you need to lose weight. I think you know why. It's the how. So let's see if we can zero in on that a little bit with Stevie. Stevie, welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. A healthy New Year.
Thank you. You as well. How have you been?
Been fine. And yourself?
Great.
What are you up to?
I am actually in my hotel room. I'm working remote today, traveling more.
Where are you? What part of the country are you in today?
I am in South Florida today.
Oh, down in Miami?
Yep.
Oh yeah. Cold down there, or is it warm there?
It's actually a little colder. It's funny. All the holidays went by and they were really hot, and then as soon as the New Year came, it starts getting it's like in the 50s, I think.
Yeah.
I haven't been outside yet.
The beaches will be abandoned.
Yes. Nobody on the beaches.
Did you have a nice New Year's?
I did. Thank you. It was very relaxing.
Oh, you didn't go to a big party out all night?
No. I literally hung out with my husband and our dogs, and we watched the ball drop on TV and drank some champagne and went to sleep. Very, very uneventful.
That's what happens as you get older, right?
Exactly. Heaven help me when I'm in my 80s. I'll probably get cooler with age. I think that's what's going to happen. I'll start doing more stuff as I get older.
All right. Well, good. We'll keep asking you about it then.
Perfect.
So I spent a large portion of my morning reviewing yet again, the literature. I've done it several times in my career, but I wanted to go back and take another look. Looking at the comparison of high-fat and versus high-protein diets, high-fat versus low-fat diets, high-fat versus low-carb diets, high-protein diet versus low-carb diets, high-protein versus high-fat diets. I mean, all sorts of combinations. And, of course, as is the case often in the world of nutrition and science, the science of nutrition, there's a lot of conceptual confusion. One conclusion that I reached, and I've reached this conclusion before, is that there is substantial evidence to suggest that the consumption of increased dietary protein is a useful strategy. It can be a successful strategy to prevent or treat obesity or otherwise to help people lose weight and reductions in body weight and fat mass. And that's concomitant with the preservation of lean mass, muscle mass. So there is evidence to suggest that it works. Have you ever gone on a diet?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Multiple times.
How many times? You're a relatively young woman. At least the image that we're showing up on the screen would suggest. I mean, you're certainly not 40. If you are, then please come to Tampa. We want to get you in studio live, and then you can take over the show. How many times do you think you've gone on a diet in your career?
Oh, gosh.
12? A dozen times?
Yeah, at least.
What, in your opinion, was the most, what success have you achieved? How can I put this? What has been the most successful strategy or strategies in losing weight? Think about that. I'm interested in what you did and what happened to you, and then we'll talk about what's in the literature. And then BSN, as it turns out, makes some very nifty and tasty and very healthy protein products. And we'll talk about those. So when we come back, Stevie, if you could think about during this set of messages, what strategy or strategies worked for you when you've been, because I know you professionally you competed and this and that, whatnot, and so you had to go on these diets. I'm interested in what worked for you. We come back, we'll talk about this, and as is the focus of this show, we certainly will tell you why you need to lose weight, but we're all about also trying to tell you how to do it. We'll be right back.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement, or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nubian Heritage, Global Healing, Modern Wellness, BSN, Finish First, Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils, Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation, Natural Factors, where great health begins, Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless, A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Welcome to the show. If you just tuned in, the 2016 edition of LTN. Glad you stopped by today. I'm glad to be here with you. My guest is Stevi Schmidt in this first hour, talking about the use of protein to lose weight and to try to keep it off. And so I asked you going into break, Stevie, because I know you, in your professional career, you had to lose weight to compete and this and that. What strategy or strategies seemed to work for you? I'm just curious about that.
So a couple different strategies worked for me, but the overarching best one was having high protein and lowering my carbs and kind of having like moderate fat. So what I did was I consumed a fairly high, about 1.5 grams per pound of body weight of protein a day, which is probably way more higher than the average person would need. And but with that, I lowered my carbs, and it just the weight just fell off of me, and that was the best. That was the best place. I've also tried carb cycling. I don't know how much you've read about that. That worked really good. It's a high protein diet, and you just kind of cluster your carbs to where you eat more around the workout, less when you don't.
It turns out, in terms of quantity, I was looking at one review of the literature entitled The Role of Protein in Weight Loss and Maintenance by Leedy et al., published in 2015. And in their study, in their review of the literature, they found that longer-term weight maintenance studies suggest that, and to get a good cardiometabolic effect, that 1.2 to 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram per day was very effective. However, they said that 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram per day during energy restriction could be sufficient for body weight and fat mass loss. But they said a higher protein quantities, like 1.2 grams per kilogram per day, are required to preserve lean mass. 1 kilogram is equal to about 2.2 pounds, by the way. Okay? So you were doing 1.5 grams of protein per pound of body weight. So you were, that's a lot, but and how much did you weigh at the time?
I was about 125 pounds.
So that's about 100. Okay, so better than 125 grams of protein a day. How the hell did you do that?
A lot of them, and I would drink them about 2 times a day, sometimes 3 times, and just I got creative. I got very creative. I had a lot of chicken, a lot of tuna, a lot of protein-rich meats.
But you had to be doing some protein shakes.
Oh, yeah, a lot of protein shakes. I would drink one in the morning, sometimes one midday, afternoon, and then always had one right before I went to bed.
And were you using BSN?
I was. I loved Synthesix.
Which product were you using at the time?
The Synthesix, the banana flavor. I'm like a banana freak. It's my favorite flavor, and I thought it tasted so good. I also really like Isoburn because the chocolate tastes like a Wendy's Frosty, and it has really good macros. So the fat's lower, the carbs are lower, but the protein's still pretty high.
What's it called?
Isoburn.
Isoburn. So Synthesix and Isoburn, 2 protein products. I've used both of those products, so I know what they taste like, and they do taste good. And it's whey protein, right?
Correct.
Yeah. And so you had success. Let me ask you this question. Were you able to stay on that high protein diet?
Actually, I stayed on it for a while, but it was very hard to sustain for me because I was losing weight, and I just got so tiny and I was so lean. It got to a point where the pizza, I was like, I just want carbs. It was very, very hard for me to restrict my carbs.
Yeah, and that's an issue that comes up in the literature, that you can lose the weight on a high-protein diet because for a lot of different reasons. We can get into that. It increases a sense of fullness, and it creates a better thermogenic effect. When you're eating protein, you get a better metabolic thermogenic effect. In other words, you're burning calories with protein more so than with carbs and fat. It's interesting. So the reasons for that. But they do point out in the literature that an extremely high protein diet where you've diminished carbs significantly and diminished intake of fat is not a good idea long term. That's not to say that you can't use it as a short-term strategy to kickstart a weight loss program, but you're not going to be able to stay on that for the rest of your life, not without health consequences, right?
Oh, exactly.
So you're a fan then, and I would encourage people to think about, who are trying to lose weight this year, to use this principle sensibly. And, you might want to consider BSN. What's the website address for BSN?
GoBSN.com.
GoBSN.com. And those products are discussed. The Syntha 6, in terms of is it just one kind of protein in there?
There are actually 6 different kinds of proteins in Syntha 6. That's where the name comes from.
Uh-huh. And the reason for that is?
Just some digest slower, some digest faster. Without going into too much detail, different protein responds differently in your body. It digests differently in your body. So some protein is readily available. Your body can just grab it and utilize it right away. So it's to repair. And then other protein, it takes a little bit longer to digest in the body, but that also keeps you fuller longer. So Syntha 6 is a great happy medium because it has some, protein that's readily available, and then other little versions of protein that just kind of sit in your belly a little bit longer and keep you feeling full.
Yeah, the Syntha 6, and BSN protein products have been on the market for a long time. These aren't brand new protein products. They've been around quite a while.
Yes.
Yeah, so there's a lot of experience with them, consumer experience and good experience. High-protein diets, as it turns out, when you read the science of nutrition literature on this topic, you find that high-protein diets promote increased energy expenditure through increased what they call postprandial, that means after you eat, thermogenesis, and resting metabolism. That's interesting how protein works like that. In general, dietary protein requires 20 to 30% of its usable energy to be expended for metabolism and storage, whereas carbs only require 5 to 10%, and dietary fats only require 0 to 3%. It's interesting how protein works. That's a mechanism of action. Syntha 6, BSN, great product. Be right back.
Is your fish oil wildly pure? New Chapter is proud to offer a whole food approach to fish oil, Whole Mega. Naturally pure 100% wild-caught salmon comes from the pristine waters of Alaska. Like extra virgin olive oil, the fresh-caught salmon for Whole Mega is pressed immediately after harvest. And that's all that's needed to deliver wild Alaskan salmon's whole complement of vital omega fatty acids. These omegas support your heart health. 1 serving of Whole Mega per day, 2 grams, has been clinically shown to help retain healthy triglyceride levels and to improve the omega-3 index, a studied marker of heart health. And did you know experts recommend consuming 2 to 3 servings of fish per week? So 1 week of Whole Mega delivers the omegas of 3 servings of wild Alaskan salmon. Discover the New Chapter difference, wildly pure Whole Mega. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Available at your local Fine Health food store.
Are you suffering from those awful allergies? Hay fever, sneezing, watery eyes? Here's some advice you won't want to miss.
I'm a doctor, and my patients used to dread allergy season. But then I discovered A-Vogel Allergy Relief, a unique combination of natural ingredients that usually addresses every one of my patients' symptoms. And while it's clear that the vast majority of my patients benefit significantly from A-Vogel Allergy Relief, what's even more amazing is that after using it, at least half of my patients' symptoms didn't return. As a doctor, that's the kind of outcome my patients and I can appreciate.
Get doctor-recommended A-Vogel Allergy Relief for your allergy symptoms. It's proven safe, it doesn't make you drowsy, it's fast-acting, and it may even help prevent your allergies from returning. Available at vitamin discount centers, Richards, Rollin' Oats, Vitamin Shop, Nutrition Smart, and other fine health food stores.
At Canavest, we believe that the future of hemp is unlimited, and through innovative and responsible application and science, we will enhance the prosperity and well-being of our customers, employees, and communities. As pioneers, our long-term goal at Canavest is to locate hemp seed processing mills near to our future family of hemp farmers. These local factories will convert hemp seed into nutritious oil, protein powders, bread flour, and hemp meal. Canavest supports local efforts and believes that sustainability starts locally. Canavest was named one of the Nutritional Outlook's Best of 2014, and we are committed to pioneering the hemp revolution as the world's leading producer of quality hemp-derived CBD products. Resistance to change is in great part the result of trying to do today's job with yesterday's tools and with yesterday's concepts. The hemp revolution is here, and it's up to all of us to change perception and to impact policy. Will you join us in this movement? Learn more about the education and science behind Canavest at canavest.com.
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want to live? Better health shouldn't be left to chance. Smart choices to living longer and stronger include making Kyolic aged garlic extract a part of your daily routine. For years, medical researchers have recommended adding Kyolic to the diet as a powerful tool to enhancing overall heart and immune health. Recent clinical studies at UCLA Medical Center using Kyolic suggest that garlic may slow plaque formation in the arteries and support healthy cholesterol and homocysteine levels. Previous research also shows Kyolic may enhance your immune system defenses. Kyolic is organic, odorless, and the only antioxidant garlic supplement available worldwide. Maintaining a healthier you could extend your life. Your wellness begins with Kyolic aged garlic extract, available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold. Visit kyolic.com, that's KYOLIC.com, or call 1-800-421-2998 for a free sample today.
Energy, energy, and more energy. Everyone needs it. But did you know you can get the energy you need quick through the powers of wild forest extracts? Wild chaga and birch bark were a secret source of energy and power for Russian athletes years ago, making them unbeatable. Now you too can experience real energy and power like you never dreamed possible. Wild chaga is the world's top source of SOD, superoxide dismutase, that critical enzyme that blocks the aging process and keeps your cells healthy. Wild birch extract is the world's top source of betulin, a natural sterol needed by every cell of the body. And healthy cells mean a healthy you, and a more powerful one too. Chaga birch bark is also good for your heart, healthy cholesterol, and even helps build healthy arteries. No wonder it's known as the king of all herbs. So take your Chaga Charge tea with wild birch bark every day and Chaga Max capsules from North American Herb and Spice and get that maximum energy you need. Also available in liquid as Chago Power Drops. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by NeoCell, the true science of collagen. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Nutrix Hawaii, more nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. Nature's Dynamics, garden to gummy supplements made by Dad. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. It's the literature on protein used as a strategy to lose weight and keep it off suggests that, one, it creates a feeling of fullness, satiety, and secondly, that higher protein diets promote increased energy expenditure compared to carbs and fat, for example. When you use protein, dietary protein, it requires about 20 to 30% of its usable energy to be expended for metabolism and or storage. And as I said, carbs only require 5 to 10%, and fats only 0 to 3%. So there's some, different mechanisms of action here that account for why the protein helps people lose weight. Welcome back, Stevie. And I'm at the BSN, gobsn.com, and I clicked on their on the products and then Syntha 6, and I didn't know this. There's fiber in that product?
Yes.
How many? Do you know how many grams?
5 grams of fiber in Syntha 6
per serving.
Yes, per serving.
And 22 grams of protein per serving. And you also have essential fatty acids in the product as well, right?
Correct.
Uh-huh. Is it true that you have 10 flavors for Syntha 6?
Yes, we have amazing flavors. We have cookies and cream, chocolate cake batter, chocolate peanut butter. My favorite is banana.
Wow.
It's a great product.
Yeah, it is. And then the other one that you mix it. What do you mix it with? Cold water? Do you mix it with almond milk? What do you do?
It kind of depends what I'm in the mood for. I'll mix it with almond milk sometimes if I want something a little bit more full. But the way it mixes, it's like a milkshake, even if you just put it with water. So my favorite way is to put it in a blender with some ice. I have like a little magic, like a NutriBullet, and I just very quickly put in a scoop, put in some crushed ice and water, and it tastes like a milkshake. I also mix it sometimes with some Cool Whip, which tastes really, really good.
That's interesting. So one serving, 22 grams of fiber. It's low in sodium, low in carbs, low in sugar. So that's good. 22 grams of protein per serving. That's about right. I'm not a big fan of consuming 50 grams of protein per serving. I just don't think you'd get much benefit from that. I think you're better off 20 to 22, 25 grams per serving. So this is a very nice, well-balanced product. The other one that you mentioned was, repeat that for me.
Isoburn.
Isoburn. What now? Talk about that. What about that one?
Isoburn is really neat. It has 20 grams of whey protein isolate per serving. It doesn't have
your signals, Stevie. Your signal's breaking up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
It's moving in and out. So if you're on a cell phone, you got to stay stationary.
Can you hear me better?
A little better. Go ahead.
I will not move. It has 20 grams of whey isolate per serving. It has unique properties of this protein. It has L-carnitine.
Yeah, your signal's not good. See if you can get that. Talk to Steven and see if he can clean that up. So when I was looking at the literature this morning, I was reading studies and reviews that looked at the comparison of high-fat, high-protein diets with high-carbohydrate diets. Generally, what I concluded, just for you, the listener and the viewer of the show, is that reducing the carbs, especially those highly processed, high glycemic carbs, is a good strategy. And increasing the protein while lowering those carbs contributes to weight loss. Now, in terms of the fat, a high protein, low fat diet, you sort of get the same effect. But sometimes you see combinations of high protein and high fat together, which really creates a feeling of fullness. And then the carbs get wiped out almost completely. She's back. Okay, so be mindful. What I want to caution the listener and the viewer of the show about is this. I advocate, and I think it's a good idea to start, when you're starting to lose weight, to increase your protein intake. You should have protein at every meal. if you're going to limit the carbs, eliminate those junk carbs, the cookies, crackers, cakes, and chips, cola carbs. Get rid of those. But you still want to eat your vegetables, your fruit, your legumes. You can only consume so much, right? So you're gonna get full. So if you're going to increase protein, you're going to have to give up a certain amount of fat. You're going to have to give up the carbs to some extent. You can do that short term, and it's a good short-term strategy. I can tell you, if you plan on doing this for the rest of your life, good luck with that. It's not going to happen. All right, Stevie, you're back.
I'm back.
Okay,
sorry about that.
That's okay. So the protein product that you were talking about is Isoburn. Go ahead and give that profile again.
Isoburn is one of my favorite proteins because it has that thick consistency like Synth-6. But if somebody's really trying to cut down on their carbs, it has 6 grams of carbohydrates. I believe Synth-6 has about 14 grams.
Right.
And it also has 2 grams of fat. I believe Syntha has around 5 or 6. So the macros are really, really solid. The protein is 20 grams, so you still have a higher protein. And it has L-carnitine and green coffee extract, which assists with fat burning.
Right. Both of those are those compounds with green tea and the L-carnitine are fat burners. So the Synth-6 and then the Isoburn by BSN, 2 good protein products to use in that strategy of trying to lose weight by increasing protein, cutting back on carbs and fat. We're out of time. It went by fast, Stevie. Yes. So I wish you and your husband a happy new year. By the way, did you serve the dog any champagne?
I was tempted to, but I did not. She was a little partied out. She was sleeping before the ball dropped.
All right. Well, you take care of yourself, and I'll see you the next time on the show.
Thank you.
And be careful on the road, okay?
Thank you. Have a great day.
You do the same. Come back. I'm going to talk with Maggie Johnle. And at this time of year, another favorite thing to do besides losing weight, and some people use cleansing to help lose weight. I'll talk to her about that. And we're going to get into cleansing and what that really means, and can you do it in a safe, effective way. You are listening to Let's Talk Nutrition Coast to Coast and in Hawaii. We'll be right back.
statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition 2016. Happy New Year, but most importantly, healthy New Year. Glad you're able to stop by. I'm glad to be here with you, and both my producers are here. Steven's behind the glass. By the way, I forgot to wish you Happy New Year, Steven.
Same to you.
How you doing?
Doing all right.
So consumed with the show this week, it occurred to me, I was thinking about it, I was in the hall. I said, I didn't wish Steven a Happy New Year. Did you have a nice holiday?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Nice with the family and all? Mm-hmm. Your daughter's getting older now.
Yeah, she's 6, but she'll be 7 this year in October.
Still Santa's still around for her?
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much? Mm-hmm. That's good. Yeah, you were off, too, while I was off.
For about half of it, yeah. I had like a little over a week off.
Just stay home?
Yeah, we didn't do anything.
Yeah, well, it's good. Sometimes, yeah, I get it. So we're back at it, buddy.
Mm-hmm. Another year.
Another year. Come May, it'll be 11 years. You know that, right?
Yeah. Quite the run.
Yeah, we're doing okay. Thanks to you, the listener and the viewer of the show. We appreciate your support. And the show does air Monday through Friday, weekdays, 9 to 11 a.m. And, of course, since it's syndicated across the U.S., and it also airs in Hawaii, by the way, it does play at different times in different markets. So you have to check your local listings. But you can always catch it live if you're living someplace where it's not being aired at 9 a.m. Eastern. Go to letstalknutrition.com. You can listen to the show there or watch it there. And please support your local radio station that airs the show. That's very, very important. Terrestrial radio is been around a long time, and we want to keep it here. My guest in this hour will be Maggie Johnle. In the first hour, we're going to talk about cleansing. We'll see what she has to say about that. Very popular thing to do this time of year, and I want to get her take on it. I reported on two, and they bear repeating, that both of them deal with older men, and both are provocative studies, and there's some important messages in both of these two studies. The first one deals with suicide. The second one deals with sex. With respect to the first study, it comes out of Colorado State University, and there's a researcher there, Dr. Sylvia Caneto, and she has spent a large portion of her research career trying to look at the risk factors for suicide. And it turns out, and the way she describes men's psychological brittleness and vulnerability to suicide, that's how she described this topic, those become quite prevalent once they reach late life. And she said maybe dominant scripts of masculinity, aging, and suicide. And what she found was that older men tend to take their life more so than any other demographic group. Among her findings are that older white men have higher suicide rates, yet fewer burdens associated with aging. For example, she said, they are less likely to experience widowhood, and they have better physical health and fewer disabilities than do older women. They have more economic resources than an ethnic minority older men and older women across ethnicities, but yet they commit suicide. Apparently, they have difficulty dealing with, as she put it, quote, the indignities of aging, close quote. And it's being hypothesized that perhaps these older white men, rather than facing the indignities of aging, you know what those indignities are, that it's more masculine to commit suicide. It's disturbing. And family members and friends should be mindful and pay attention to those around them, especially the older folks in your family, older friends. And if you see somebody becoming depressed chronically, clinically, talk to them. And if they encourage them to get some help, see a therapist, psychologist, or psychiatrist. Very important. And then the second story, dealing with older men over 60. And this study focused, and the sample was constituted of men age 60, my recollection is 60 to 84 years, 60 to 84 years of age, who solicit sex workers, prostitutes, okay? And what they found was men over 60 who pay for sex, they use less protection, and they purchase more sex as they age. Now, I don't know what they're thinking, but they're putting their health and their life at risk. I just don't get it. The researchers found that 59.2% reported not always using protection with sex workers. 95% reported avoiding protection for other activities. I won't get into it. Men who reported more unprotected sex acts perceived their HIV risk to be higher and were more likely to have been diagnosed with an STD. Jeez. I don't know. Of the 60 to 84-year-old men surveyed, advancing age was correlated with unprotected sex acts of different kinds. Use your imagination. You're putting yourself at risk, my man. And we have a lot of older men that listen to this show. It's a big demographic for LTN. Throwing caution to the wind at that stage. I mean, what? Because it's late in life. You could be 60 years old. You could live to be another 20 for another 20 or 30 years. The last thing you need is to get HIV or some STD, some other STD here, sexually transmitted disease. Please use your good sense. I'm just saying. So, 2 stories dealing with older men. I just feel a responsibility. I felt when I came across those stories, you have to be careful when you report on these kinds of stories because they are provocative. It's not so much the story; it's how you report it. And I don't mean to offend anybody's sensibilities about talking about suicide and sex, but after all, these are part of health. They're part of wellness. They're part of life, and we have to be mature about it in the way we talk about it. My guest is Maggie Johnle from Renew Life. She's been educated for Renew Life and has been with them for quite a while now and has been on my show a number of times over the years. Maggie, Healthy New Year 2016. Great to have you on.
Thanks for having me.
How are you?
I'm good. Happy New Year to you.
So did you tie a big, did you go on a big bender for New Year's?
Yeah, that's just like me. You know what? I was asleep. Can you believe that? I was asleep through the New Year.
I was asleep before midnight too.
Yeah. I just couldn't hang in. I couldn't do it.
I'm doing all kinds of editing in my head here. You have no idea. Oh, well. So you're doing well, though.
Doing great. Thank you.
It's great to have you on today. We're going to talk about cleansing, right?
That's right.
Not religious or spiritual cleansing, though.
Nah, not today.
That's a different show, right?
Different show.
Yeah, that's a different show. I don't do that show either. I couldn't host that show. I'd have to be one of the people that was being talked to, I think.
Yeah.
So when we come back, we'll talk about cleansing, what you all think about that, and what Maggie thinks about it especially. We'll be right back.
Feeling tired after your meal? Occasional gas, bloating, or indigestion at inopportune times? You may have an enzyme deficiency. Did you know that many common digestive discomforts can be caused by poor digestion? When food isn't completely digested, it begins to ferment in the digestive tract, which may cause uncomfortable symptoms. Digest Gold, America's #1 selling enzyme product, offers unparalleled support for your digestive needs. It contains exclusive blends of enzymes optimized to be 3 times stronger and work more than 6 times faster than other leading digestive supplements. With just 1 capsule per meal, Digest Gold offers support to break down carbohydrates, fats, fiber, and protein. Enzymedica products are all natural, vegetarian, contain absolutely no fillers, and are vegan and kosher when possible. You'll find Digest Gold and other Enzymedica products at fine health food stores near you. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit takesolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
Are you tired of taking vitamin pills or powders? How about gummy vitamins with high fructose corn syrup or coloring? Finally, you have a choice with Nature's Dynamic whole food gummy supplements and probiotics made by a dad. Imagine getting benefits of your garden in a delicious gummy supplement. Nature's Dynamics utilizes organic, plant-based vitamin and mineral sources with non-GMO, gluten, soy, and dairy-free ingredients in a delicious gummy for the whole family. Nature's Dynamics has berry garden gummies made by a dad, multivitamin omega-3 and probiotics for kids, body boost joint relief, whole food bone and calcium gummy, whole food immune and vitamin C gummy, whole food omega-3 gummy, Be Beautiful hair, skin, and nails gummy, prenatal plus gummy, whole food probiotics for digestive support, and body boost energy and wellness multivitamin for him and her in a delicious, easy to digest gummy. To learn more about Nature's Dynamics or to find a retailer near you, visit naturesdynamics.com or madebyadad.com. Nature's Dynamics, garden to gummy supplements made by a dad.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Neural Balance with anandinol. Restore calm, reduce aggression, and increase well-being. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Canavest, from seed to shelf. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Talking with my one producer, Josh. It's conversation not fit for on-air conversation, but my conversations with Maggie Johnle are. Ms. Johnle, welcome back.
Thank you.
All right, cleansing. I'd like to hear your definition of cleansing.
Oh, okay. The definition, I would say it's assisting the body's natural detoxification processes.
And what would those natural detoxification processes be?
Well, they will vary depending on the organ. For instance, the liver, natural detoxification processes there would include, of course, detoxification itself, so the liver's ability to sort of process toxins, and then the stimulation of bile. For the colon, it's producing healthy elimination. For the skin, it's perspiration. For the lungs, it's exhalation, and etc. So it's just
what about the lymphatic system? Is a natural? Isn't that a part of the detoxification systems of the body? The lymphatic system.
Yeah, moving the lymph around, which is something we can do with physical exercise, of course, but certain herbs will also help to kind of boost the flow of lymph through the body and basically just support the immune system, of which the lymph is a part. So, yeah, that and the bloodstream, moving the lymph, moving the blood, helping to support those organs as well.
So, what's your take on these cleansing diets?
I think that there's ways to participate in that in a healthy way. I get a little worried sometimes with people who go on like a fasting kick, or they do the master cleanse, or they drink nothing but lemon juice and cayenne pepper or something like that. I get a little nervous about that for people. But I think juicing, I think eating more healthfully, eating raw, can all be a good part of cleansing.
The Environmental Working Group, have you ever gone to their website?
Yeah.
EWG.org?
Yep.
There you will find some very interesting and compelling conversations and discussions, treatments of the toxic world that we live in. I mean, there are more chemicals. There are thousands and thousands of chemicals that are found in the environment, the air, the water, the soil, the food chain itself. It's pretty remarkable. Is that the let me put it this way. I don't like to throw people under the bus. There are many doctors who think that cleansing is a waste of time. It's a bunch of hocus pocus. They say, well, the natural cleansing systems of the body, the blood, the lymph, the lungs, the skin, the kidneys, the liver, the colon, all will cleanse the body naturally. What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, certainly they do. And that's kind of, it's part and parcel to the definition that I made earlier, which is assisting the body, because the body will participate in detoxification obviously throughout the day, but it's just supporting those systems and processes that we're really talking about here. And these herbs have been used traditionally for these purposes for generations, so it's not as if taking an herbal cleanse is somehow pointless. They assist the body's processes, and they basically help to upregulate those processes.
What herbs are you alluding to?
Well, there's several. It depends on, of course, the organ, but, for instance, milk thistle for the liver. There's ashwagandha as well, which can be helpful for the lymphatic and immune system, and, of course, your mood. You've got herbs like mullein for the lungs. You've got herbs like dandelion leaf for the kidneys. These are known to support these organs. And in the case of, for instance, dandelion leaf, what it does is it basically stimulates more urine production. It flushes the kidneys. So this is an action that, you would see if you were to eat dandelion leaf, let's say, but not a lot of us do. We don't have these herbs in our diet as much anymore, so an herbal cleanse can be helpful.
Okay, so at Renew Life, do you have a product that will have, or do I have to go to a Chinese medicine apothecary and find these herbs, or can I go to a health store and find a Renew Life product that will have some of these herbs in there?
Well, Brenda did it for you, which is good because, when she started out with her colon hydrotherapy clinic, she discovered that there were so many formulations that were just sort of missing from the shelves, and she wanted to make cleansing easy for people, so she kind of formulated them herself and put them together. And so when you look at our total body cleanses, most of them are just herbs like the ones I mentioned, and they're in a capsule. It's very easy to take, and that's it.
How long would you recommend somebody would, what's the name of that product?
Well, there's Cleanse Smart. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So a product like Cleanse Smart, do you stay on that for a certain period of time? What?
Yeah, Cleanse Smart is 30 days.
Okay. So as it turns out, the biomonitoring of industrial chemicals in human tissues and fluids has shown that all people, not just those working in or living near major pollution sources, carry a body burden of synthetic chemicals in their blood, fat, mother's milk, semen, urine, and breath. That's a quote from a study by Thornton et al. 2002, which makes the toxic chemical and making the toxic industrial chemicals responsible for the body burden widespread. We all carry a body burden of these chemicals. Anybody walking around thinks that they don't have some of these chemicals in their body, they're delusional.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering. You're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nubian Heritage, Global Healing, Modern Wellness, BSN, Finish First, Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils, Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation, Natural Factors, where great health begins, Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless, A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Got my wires all screwed up here. Well, welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Couldn't get my headset on. Maggie Johnle is my guest, and talking about cleansing. Now, given my penchant for wanting to share with you why we need to do certain things, or how we need to do certain things, I also talk about why. Let me give you an example here relative to this topic. What I can tell you is that if you let these toxic chemicals, if you build up a body burden of toxic chemicals, there are according to some of these researchers like Houlihan and others, hundreds of chemicals can be found in drinking water, household air, dust, treated tap water, and food. The chemicals are derived from household products such as detergents, insulation, fabric treatments, cosmetics, paints. I can go on. Upholstery, computers, TVs. They tend to accumulate in a person's fat tissue, blood, and organs of the body. Moreover, these kinds of toxic chemicals can be passed through the body in breast milk, urine, feces, semen, hair, nails, and so on. And they have all sorts of health consequences. And the list is long. Premature death, premature birth, cancer, cardiovascular disease, respiratory tract infection, chronic bronchitis, nervous disorder systems, disorders, permanent decrements and decline in cognitive functioning. I could go on and on. And this isn't science fiction. You know I'm evidence-based on this show. Read my articles at letstalknutrition.com on the toxic world, and you get the citations. Serious science. So it's a legitimate topic. And the question becomes, can you do anything to help you do better in trying to get your body to eliminate or rid itself of these chemicals? And we're talking about cleansing with Maggie Johnle. So the product that you mentioned from Renew Life, which was called
Cleanse Smart,
30 days, and it's made up entirely of herbs. Is that it?
Mostly, yeah. There's magnesium in part 2, which can be helpful for people who are a little bit more sluggish with their elimination. But yeah, primarily herbal. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And have you ever talked to people that have used the product?
Oh, sure.
What do they report?
Well, I mean, for years we've been making cleanses, 15 years plus. So we do get a lot of testimonials. We get people who report feeling lighter, just better in general. It's sort of a conceptual type of a feeling. People also get a little bit more regular, just by virtue of the herbs that are in there, the cleansing herbs for the colon, the magnesium, for instance. But just a general better feeling people experience.
Now, does the Cleanse Smart does it isolate or target any particular system or systems?
Yeah, it's the 7 channels of elimination, the pathways that we talked a little bit about earlier, the blood, the lymph, the kidneys, the liver, the skin, etc.
The lungs.
Yeah, it's the 7 pathways that your body will use to eliminate toxins already.
Do you have any cleansing products that target the colon?
Yes, we have a great product called Bowel Cleanse, which is a fiber blend with some additional ingredients like magnesium and aloe and things like that. That's a specific cleanse for the colon, although typically if somebody's looking to cleanse the colon, what we'll recommend is a total body cleanse, because it's not just about the colon. People tend to sort of isolate on that and kind of fixate on doing something for the colon only, but it's a total body process, detoxification.
Could you take the Cleanse Smart and the colon that colon cleanse product together?
Sure. Yeah, I would say yes. It's a little tricky to combine products just because you would get double the amount of, say, for example, a laxative, and in some cases that might not be the best idea, depending on the person's regularity as it is. But fiber is certainly recommended when cleansing, and so you might want to choose a separate fiber without laxatives, so that you're just adding the fiber itself as opposed to the fiber cleansing item.
When people go to get a colonoscopy, they have them do a colon cleanse. You're familiar with that process, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a very uncomfortable process.
Mm-hmm.
That's sort of an extreme way to to cleanse the colon, isn't it?
Yeah, it's intense. We've had plenty of people who, over the years, have told us that they have opted out of that process in favor of colon hydrotherapy, which can even be more complete than the process that you're describing.
I've had that done. I've done colon hydrotherapy.
Yeah.
So that I could talk about it on the show one time. It was going to be a theme on the show, and I had a colon hydrotherapist come on, and I wanted to be able to give a firsthand account of that experience. So I had like 3 or 4 sessions with that. Mm-hmm. It's an interesting process. I don't know. What do you think about that, doing that on a regular basis?
I think it's very helpful. I mean, people have been doing things like that for generations. You look back in time and people were doing enemas since the first people were writing things down. It's a common process, a common idea. Colon hydrotherapy just kind of takes it up a notch. You're going through the entire stretch of the colon instead of just the sigmoid and the end pieces of the colon there. So I think it can be helpful. I think, like anything else, some people can take it a little overboard. But for the people who suffer from occasional constipation, very often colon hydrotherapy is a great solution.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is an interesting topic. It's all kind of different themes that we can explore here. We come back, Maggie. You have other cleansing products at Renew Life as well, right?
Sure, got a variety.
Okay, when we come back, we'll go through that list. And I will have the LTN health question of the day. And if you come up with the right answer, people usually do, you can win a $25 supplement gift card. We all carry a useful concept. I would recommend you think about this concept. It's called body burden. And that represents the amount of these external, exogenous substances or metabolites that accumulate in a person. All these toxic chemicals. Be right back.
Coenzyme Q10 is a powerful antioxidant nutrient. It protects against free radical damage, supports heart function, energy production, and immune response. Aging reduces our ability to absorb CoQ10 from our diet, so supplementing with a highly absorbable form of CoQ10 is the first step to ensuring optimal levels in the body. Secondly, typical CoQ10 supplements are in a ubiquinone or non-reduced form. For the body to use that type of CoQ10, it must first convert it to ubiquinol or the reduced form. QH Absorb is Jarrow Formula's highly absorbable and bioavailable CoQ10 supplement. Not only is QH Absorb more absorbable than traditional CoQ10 supplements, but as ubiquinol, it's already in a reduced bioavailable form. Your body can use QH Absorb without having to do any conversion work. Ask specifically for Jarrow Formula's QH Absorb at your favorite vitamin retailer. For more information on QH Absorb, go to jarrow.com. That's JARROW for the best and highly absorbable bioavailable CoQ10 supplements.
Hi, I'm Kate. I try to eat a healthy diet, but the irony of eating healthy foods, like broccoli or beans, is that even though they're healthy for us, they can still cause occasional digestive upsets. That's why I take a Digest Smart high-potency enzyme with every meal. Digest Smart is from Renew Life, the digestive care experts. It's the first digestive enzyme certified by Izyme, the International Enzyme Testing Program. Each capsule provides a full spectrum of 25 powerful plant-based raw enzymes to break down each major food group, including carbs, fats, proteins, and fiber. Digest Smart enzymes also feature targeted delivery capsules to reach your intestines, where 90% of digestion occurs. Digest Smart promotes more complete breakdown of the foods you eat and optimizes nutrient availability. Plus, it helps ease digestive upsets and supports your overall digestive health. Now that's really smart. Digest Smart is from the makers of Ultimate Flora Probiotics, and both are available in health food stores everywhere.
Are you or someone you love being held captive by social anxiety, poor sleep, feelings of aggression, or inability to focus? Neural Balance can help, and it's kosher certified and GMO-free. Neural Balance is a tasty drink mix that contains the patented ingredient, anandinol. Anandinol was created by an endocrinologist and a pharmacist seeking an herbal solution to their own children's struggles. Neural Balance tastes great, it's easy to administer, and starts to work within the first 20 minutes by reducing anxious or aggressive behavior and restoring calm naturally, without sedation or harmful side effects. Safe for children and adults, Neural Balance combines magnesium, CoQ10, B6, 3 types of passiflora, and a special blend of enzymes to bring peace, calm, and focus. To find Neural Balance at a health store near you, visit us at shopneuralbalance.com. Neural Balance, for a balanced life. Learn more at shopneuralbalance.com.
Did you know that when it comes to supporting whole body health, there's an herbal supplement that may be as important as your daily multivitamin? Discover Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter. Formulated to support a whole body healthy inflammation response, an ongoing natural process and part of the body doing its job. We often think of the inflammation response as something we can feel, such as where there are sensitive nerve endings. But did you know that we can also have an inflammation response we can't feel? And whether we are aware of it or not, our inflammation response can affect the whole body. Zyflamend is a patented blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, that help balance and support your body's natural, healthy inflammation response for overall health and wellness. And it's clinically tested. Discover the premier herbal supplement for whole body health from New Chapter, Zyflamend Whole Body. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Available at your local fine health food store.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by NeoCell, the true science of collagen. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Nutrix Hawaii, more nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. Nature's Dynamics, garden to gummy supplements made by Dad. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Here's the LTN health question of the day. Talking with Maggie Johnle about cleansing, and in the course of my conversation with her, I've been alluding to, talking about these toxic chemicals, industrial chemicals that pervade the land, the water, the air, the food chain, and whatnot. And I went to, there's a website you can go to called worldometers.info. And they report that each and every second, 310 kilograms of toxic chemicals are released into the air, land, and water by industrial facilities located around the globe. Here's the question. What does that amount to in terms of tons of toxic chemicals being released into our environment by industries every year? 1 million tons? 1 million tons? 5 million tons or 10 million tons? How many million tons of toxic chemicals are released into our environment by industries each year, according to Worldometer? 1, 5, or 10 million tons? 877-897-8255. 877-897-8255. Boy, it's remarkable. You know, Maggie, as we evolved as a species, these chemicals weren't around.
Right.
Obviously. So our biology is one that is not necessarily equipped, in my opinion anyway, to cope with the chemicals themselves, but the abundance of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem, in large measure. So they do tend to accumulate in the tissues of the body, fat tissue, and so on.
Yeah.
So this is not science fiction again. I mean, the data are pretty robust here. What other products are at Renew Life for cleansing?
Well, we have several that are different periods of time that might be helpful for some of your listeners that might think maybe a month is a little too long, maybe more than they can commit to. We have a 7-day cleanse called Rapid Cleanse, which is wonderful, one of our best sellers. And then we have Total Body Cleanse and First Cleanse, which are both 2 weeks. Okay. So depending on how long you'd like to do it, we have several options.
This is good. By the way, I hear that commercials. I see the commercial running on TV for your probiotic product.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Which one is that?
Ultimate Flora.
Yeah. Have you seen the commercial?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's definitely in heavier rotation now, so that's good. We want to get the word out.
Mm-hmm. Let's go to St. Petersburg, Florida. Joe, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition.
How you doing, Doc?
Good. Oh, so you're back a second day trying to get the right answer. Yesterday you blew it.
Try it again, Doc.
You blew it yesterday. All right. Yeah. So every second, 310 kilograms of toxic chemicals are released into the air, land, and water. That translates into what? 1 million, 5 million, or 10 million tons of toxic chemical?
I'm thinking about 10 million tons because it's a lot.
10 million tons. That's over 21 billion pounds. Think about that. Over 21 billion pounds of toxic chemicals released into our environment by industry each year. You're right. It's 10 million tons, which is equivalent to... It's amazing.
It's terrible, Doc.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It is. Definitely.
In the name of progress, right?
Yep.
And I'm not saying that you shut down industry, but
no.
You know, we have to be mindful of this planet is you know, it's a rock that's spinning around in space, and you know, right now there are no shuttles to other places, and then we keep turning this place into a giant commode. You know?
You know, hey, Doc, when you were talking about the age from 60 to 85, whatever it is.
Oh, those men?
73, yeah, I'm 73 years old. I've been married 50 years. We have a good life, my wife and I. I enjoy my wife, and she enjoys me to a certain extent. But I tell you, what helps is, one, the nutrition and value of all the products that you mentioned. And be honest, listening to your show really inspires a lot of people to get on the right direction.
Well, Joe, I appreciate that. What Joe's referring to, if you just tuned in, I was reporting on a study and it's serious, that men over 60 who pay for sex, who use prostitutes, sex workers, if you want to call them that, they tend to use less protection, and they purchase, the study showed, as they age, as they get older, they purchase even more sex, unprotected sex. This is dangerous. My God, you could be 60, 70, you could live another 10, 20, 15 years, whatever. You want to live the rest of your life with some horrendous, horrible disease, HIV or whatever it could be. Please, please, please use protection. I appreciate your compliment. You know, we try. I can tell you this. One of the things that I learned in doing this show, and I knew before I started producing and hosting it, you have to give people a sense of hope and a pathway to try and get something done with their life and their health. And you got to tell them why they need to do things, but you got to keep focusing on how. How do you do it? That's why Maggie's on here today. And you're right. It's not just about supplements. It's about your diet. It's about your lifestyle. It's about your relationships. And congratulations on a long marriage and a wonderful marriage. I mean, you know, your health is better for it. The research would support that, by the way, but you can give a firsthand account. Congratulations.
Thank you, Doc. Appreciate that.
We appreciate you, Joe. Thank you so much. And Maggie, you always appreciated around here. You know your stuff. And the website for Renew Life would be?
RenewLife.com. It's easy to remember.
What's your primary New Year's resolution for 2016?
Oh, you know, believe it or not, it's eat better.
Oh, that's good. You're so honest. I love you. You're great. Yeah, me too. We can all do better, right? The nuns used to write on my paper, room for improvement.
Absolutely.
Right.
Always room.
Room for improvement. Renew Life. That'll help you get to some improvement levels. Sold in fine health stores throughout the United States, their products are. Get cleansing. Why? Because your health is your wealth, and your health is the wealth of those that care about and love you. See you tomorrow.